Happy morning, guys. Now successfully we are completed many chapters and some more chapters are there. Once I will read the chapter names. Okay. First, what we are completed? Solid state we are completed. Solid state first chapter we are completed. Second, solutions we are completed. And metallurgy completed. Third one. The fourth one, P block elements. Fifth one, D and F block elements. Sixth one, coordination compounds. And seventh one, haloalkanes, haloarenes completed. So 7 chapters completed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 chapters completed. And what are the pending? Electrochemistry, chemical kinetics, surface chemistry. From physical chemistry onwards 3 chapters are there. And organic onwards 1, 2, 3. Alcohols, phenols, ethers, aldehydes, organic compounds containing nitrogen. 3 chapters from organic. 3 from organic, 3 from physical. And biomolecules, polymers, chemistry in everyday life. These 3 general topics. General biomolecules, carbohydrates, proteins, vitamins, these all are general. And polymers and chemistry in everyday life, these 3 chapters general. So totally 7 completed, remaining 9 chapters are there. 3 from organic, 3 from inorganic, 3 from organic, 3 from physical, and 3 general topics are there. Okay. Now shall we go to the physical, then after organic, then after general topic, then continuously like this we will go. Physical, organic, general. Physical, organic, general. Now first physical, surface chemistry, theory topic. This is the physical chemistry. What you will think? Most of the many are problems. Only physical properties only you are thinking, but this is not physical. Physical, it is not belongs to physical. Actually, this is a fully theory topic. It is. Okay. How it is their theory? It is only one word: adsorption and colloids. This kind of topic it is. Tyndall effect, Brownian moment. This kind of topic this is. Okay. This is only theory. For reading only more. You have to read more. Okay. Now let's start the topic, surface chemistry. The surface chemistry, scientist who those are Thomson Graham is the father of colloidal chemistry. Thomson Graham is the father of colloid chemistry. And Robert Brown, Brownian moment explained by Robert Brown. And Freundlich. These 3 scientists are explained the surface chemistry. In this surface chemistry, mainly chapters are adsorption, not absorption. A-B, not A-D. Absorption is different, adsorption different. Okay. Second, colloids. Second one is colloids. And third one is very important one, emulsions. And last, gold word or gold number. These 4 topics are very, very important. Adsorption, colloids, emulsions, gold number. Gold number small topic, just 10 minutes, that's it. In colloids, Brownian moment and Tyndall effect, very, very important. Tyndall effect, Brownian moment is very, very important. Brownian moment and Tyndall effect is very, very important. Okay. Now first of all, what is surface chemistry? Surface chemistry. Surface chemistry, it is a branch of chemistry. It is a branch of chemistry. What it is, which deals is the surface chemistry is the branch of chemistry which deals at the surface or interfaces means what? Interfaces means what? At the boundary separating two bulk phases. At the boundary separating two bulk phases. Interface means this one at surface. For example, one glass of water we are keeping on the table, for example. So in that glass of water, if we are taking the inside the glass water we are taking, so here this is a surface of water, the upside layer. Now this is fully gas till here gas. Now suddenly this is liquid. So gas and liquid, both bulk phases. Like that, for example, one gel chocolate you take. So that jelly chocolate, around the gases and in the middle gel is there, jelly. So this is different phase, this is different phase. Okay. So two different phases are there. We are discussing whatever which deals the study the phenomena occurs at the surface or interface at the boundary separating by two bulk phases is called surface chemistry. Which deals at the phenomena at the surface or interfaces or at the boundary separating two bulk phases is called surface chemistry. Okay. In the surface chemistry, examples are adsorption. What we will discuss? What are the surface at what we are discussing? Catalysis and colloids, including colloids means emulsions and gels. These all are we will discuss in surface chemistry. Adsorption, catalysis and colloids. Colloids means emulsions and gels, both combinedly called colloids. These three topics we will discuss in this surface chemistry. Okay. This catalysis, different enzymes will come in the catalysis, nanometals will come. Lot of topics will come inside. Okay. Now before going to that, now first put the side heading adsorption. Very, very important word, adsorption. Adsorption means what? Absorption means what? First of all, I will tell. Adsorption is not absorption. Absorption is not adsorption. Okay. Now, what is adsorption? What is absorption? See, one sponge is there. Sponge. You know, sponge. In the sponge, totally like this is there. Inside small holes are there. when we kept in water, it will absorb that. So what I am telling, what I am using, the small holes, this all will absorb the water molecule. Absorbs, AB, absorbs. So water going inside. What is going inside is called absorption. What about adsorption? Take a charcoal, black charcoal you take. This is a black charcoal. And you take one pigment you take, any one pigment, color pigments you take. For example, red color pigments you are taking. In a box, in a bowl, red color pigments you taken, and suddenly you are dipping a charcoal. So water and 2 drops of red ink, 2 drops of red inks. Now suddenly you are dipping the charcoal. That charcoal, what it will take, it will absorb the particles. Means this is the red color pigments. For example, red color pigments. Okay. So the charcoal will absorb after removing this charcoal. I am keeping outside. Okay. This is the charcoal. Now this red color pigments will totally only crystal clear water only there here. Now that red color pigments all are, it is attached to the charcoal. This is called adsorption. This is called adsorption. This is called adsorption. For example, one more thing you take. Silica gel in our shoes. When we order the shoes or something, for example, we ordered shoes. What will come? Shoes inside a silica gel will come. Silica gel you take. In the packet, silica gels, it will come like this. What it will do? It will absorb that. Absorb the water molecules. Means it is going inside the water molecules. It is going inside. Okay. That is called absorption. This is called adsorption. Now simply one more diagram is there. Sorry. This don't take this example. Silica gel you don't take. Okay. I will explain here. Downside. See. For example. Main example. Silica gel and calcium chloride. Both I am taking. Silica gel and calcium chloride. So silica gel I am taking here, and calcium chloride I am taking here. This is calcium chloride, silica gel. Both are look like same chemical. Okay, I taken like this. Now, this is in a one bowl. Both are in one bowl. Now I taken some water. I pour some water, H2O. So very less amount I taken water. That time what will happen? Silica gel will absorb, means water molecules will come like this. Silica gel will absorbs. Don't take this example. Absorbs. And calcium chloride will absorbs. I hope you will, everyone will understood this, I think. Got it? The water molecules are going inside is called absorption. The water molecules on the surface is called adsorption. Okay? This is the best example. Silica gel is absorber. Okay? And calcium chloride is a absorption. So, interior or surface. The two words will come here. This is the surface. This is interior. Surface and interior. So, this is surface chemistry, right? So, this thing only we have to discuss. This one we not discuss. Only we have to discuss this one. Silica gel is adsorbent. Okay? Adsorbent. Now, two words we have to explain. What is adsorbate? adsorbate and adsorbent. Two words, very confusing words these two. For example, after bathing on our skin, lot of water drops are there. For example, we are using with the towel and we are removing that water. So which one will absorb that? For example, water molecules will go to the inside of the towel. So towel will absorb, right or not? So after when we are folding very tightly, the water will come out. That is secondary. But first of all, this meaning I am telling. Okay, what is adsorbent and what is adsorbate? For example, now take charcoal, activated charcoal. You take activated charcoal and poisonous gas. Poisonous gas or simple gas you take. The gas, what? Some particles are there, gaseous particles. Okay, now this is gas particles, this is charcoal particle. So when we mix both, the charcoal absorbs all gas particles like this. Okay, here which is absorbent, which is adsorbate, that is important. Now write the definition. Substance, the substance thus adsorbed on the surface is called adsorbate. On the surface, the substance thus absorbed on the surface is called adsorbate. So which is the gas? Adsorbate. 8, which is adsorbate. Bent means the substance on which is adsorbed. Which is adsorbed called adsorbent. What is adsorbate and what is adsorbent? So the charcoal is adsorbent. Bent will absorb the gas. So this both adsorbate and adsorbent both are called adsorbate plus adsorbent, both combinedly called adsorption. And adsorption reverse the process. The removal of adsorbate from the surface is called reverse. Adsorption reverse is desorption. These words are very, very important. Adsorption reverse It's called desorption. And actually here I taken some metal and gas I taken, right? So gas, whatever you are taking, this is adsorbent. This process. So for example, here liquid I am taking. For example, liquid I am taking, that is called adsorbate. Adsorbent is called adsorption. For example, metal and gas. Metal adsorbent plus the gas adsorbate, both combinedly called occlusion. OCCLUSON, occlusion. So metal absorbent and liquid absorbate is called adsorption. Now here you take liquid solid. It's called absorption. Very, very important, Amma. Don't neglect even single point. Adsorption, absorption. Okay. Next point. The adsorption is exothermic. Very, very important point. Adsorption is a exothermic. Always negative. What always negative? Delta H. Adsorption is always negative. Always negative. Very, very important point this is. Okay. Remember this. This is also called heat of adsorption. Heat of adsorption. Heat of adsorption. Next, entropy. Entropy. Enthalpy. Oh, sorry. Entropy. Take entropy. Formula what? Delta G equals to delta H minus T delta S. In this rule number 1, delta G must be negative. First point, delta G must be negative as delta S is negative. Delta S negative, delta G must be negative. And delta G can be negative only if delta H is negative. So delta G is negative when delta H is negative. Okay, are you getting? Delta G can be negative only if delta H is negative, and delta H greater than T delta S. T delta S magnitude, in magnitude. Okay guys, are you getting my point? Delta G must be negative. So as delta S is negative, and if delta H is negative, the delta G is negative. Delta G can be negative only if delta H is negative, and delta H value is greater than T delta S. T delta S. However, as the adsorption proceeds, delta H keeps on decreasing and delta H keeps increasing till ultimately delta H becomes equal to T delta S. For example, what is this point is telling? Next point, this till here over clear, everything is clear. Next here look at once. Delta H keeps on decreasing and T delta S keep on increasing. Ultimately, what will happen? If you are decreasing this one and increasing this one, what will happen? Delta H equals to T delta S will happen. So that time what will happen? Delta G becomes 0. Delta G equals to 0. This is called adsorption equilibrium. Adsorption equilibrium. Delta G equals to 0 na, that is called adsorption equilibrium. Till that time either delta G is negative. Okay. Delta G is negative only if delta H is negative. And delta H is higher value than T delta S. Okay, in thermodynamics chapter last year we are discussed this. Okay, and last one more point about adsorption. In a number of cases, both adsorption and absorption takes place simultaneously is called sorption. Absorption both are simultaneously going on, that is called sorption. Means AD AB removed, remaining word is sorption. AD AB removed, remaining word is sorption they are taking, that's it. Okay, liquid or solid state, it is continuously absorption both are going on, that time it is called sorption. Now this is actually not important, but I have to tell what is the difference between adsorption and absorption. Next one. Okay, I will explain with a diagram. What is the difference between absorption? Yeah. Adsorption, it is surface phenomenon. Means adsorption, it is on only surface only the reaction is possible, not inside the reaction is not possible. It is a bulk phenomenon occur throughout the body material. Means it is going inside and the reaction is possible inside. First point is telling adsorption means only outside the surface only it is happening, not inside is nothing happening is telling absorption. Okay, and this is what inside material also through occur out body inside also it is going on. Okay, surface of absorbent only is going on, not inside, only surface. Second point, this phenomenon, the concentration on the surface absorbent different from the bulk. So concentrations are different. Surface layer different concentration, downside inside the absorbent inside also different concentration. And the upside layer higher concentration, inside the absorbent is lower concentration. So different concentrations are going on is telling second point. Here concentration same throughout the material, means inside and outside both side the concentration is same. Sponge inside water is called H2O, outside water is called H2O, both having same neutral only. Okay, so for example acid we are taking, what will happen? Acid inside and outside both acids are same, concentrated either diluted. Concentrated we won't take, I know, you will think like that only. And next, third point, the rate of high beginning then both decrease till equilibrium is attained. So the rate is high because of only surface only reaction, right? Its reaction is very very fast, highly beginning, then decreases till equilibrium. So surface only reaction, right? So it is very fastly it will start the reaction and suddenly it will stop and slowly decreases because of surface becomes strong, right? Now this is the rate remains same, absorption rate remains same. These three very very important points. What is first? It is surface phenomena, this is inside phenomena, and this phenomena occurs concentration surface only, and this concentration throughout the body. And this rate of high in beginning then decreases till equilibrium attained. Till equilibrium it is decreases, but it is the process is same from starting to end. Okay, and examples of absorption, adsorption, sorption. Okay, now take examples, very very important. Examples of adsorption, absorption, sorption. 3. Now let's take first of all adsorption. You take, which is example? Silica gel. Starting will end that only. Okay, silica gel placed in a vessel containing water vapor. Later the adsorbed from on the each corner on the other hand. So this is the example of silica gel. Silica gel is the example of adsorption. So silica gel we are keeping in a beaker, and some here it is closed. Inside water vapor is there, water vapor, and we are keeping silica gel is down. What will happen? This silica gel absorbs the total amount of water. This is the adsorption. And next come to second one. Take calcium chloride, take water vapor, same everything, water vapor. Now here upside is only water molecules are attached. Here even including downside also will attract it. Even inside also it is, inside also the water molecules are entered. Okay, this is the best example for adsorption, absorption. Next, for example, ammonia gas placed in a contact with charcoal gets absorbed. Charcoal, whereas ammonia gas placed in contact with water gets absorbed into the water given in 3 uniform concentration. So look at here, ammonia gas placed in contact with charcoal. Okay, charcoal and ammonia gas we both are putting inside. What will happen? Charcoal will adsorb. Charcoal is the best example for this. First silica gel, second charcoal, and ammonia gas is adsorbate. Ammonia gas adsorbate, it is bent like that. Second example. Third, dyes get adsorbed as well as adsorbed. Absorbed as well as adsorbed with cotton fibers. So sorption, dyes plus cotton fibre. This is the example for sorption. Both is possible here. both is possible. Dynes and cotton fiber both possible. Absorption is this one possible, and silica gel and charcoal ammonia gas is possible here. Absorption. Okay, this is the our introduction of adsorption, only introduction. And what is the factors affecting, we don't know. Now we have to discuss one by one. Till now introduction only completed. Okay, so here few words will come. Order that words. Next, factors affecting adsorption of gases by solids, very important. Now let's take second. First one is introduction of adsorption. Second one is factors affecting adsorption. Factors affecting adsorption of gases by solids. Got it? What I am telling? Factors affecting adsorption of gases by solids. So now here absorbent we have to take. Bent what we have to take? For example, solid one, metal we have to take. Charcoal, silica, iron, this kind of things we have to take. And absorbate what we have to take? Gases we have to take. Only gases, not liquids. Only gases. Only gases, not liquids. Okay. Now let's take gas. What kind of gases are present? Now let's take the example: H2 gas, nitrogen gas, CO gas, CH4 gas, CO2 gas, and HCl gas, and NH3 gas, and SO2 gas. These three gases we are taking. Okay. In these three gases, in this many gases in onwards, first three we will take. Okay. First point: nature and surface area of bent adsorbent. Sorry, I forgot that adsorbent and adsorbate normal common definitions are there. My own definitions that you will easily find out. That is what is adsorbent and what is adsorbate, common. So which are solid, that is adsorbents, which are gases and liquid, that is called adsorbate. That is common. Easily we will remember that. Okay. Gases and liquids are called adsorbates, and solid one is adsorbent. Okay. Nature of surface area of the adsorbent. So nature, look at here. For example, more surface area we are taking, and good nature means attracting is very highly. That time what will happen? Attractive nature is very highly and the surface area is very high. So that time these factors affecting adsorption is very easily. Okay. That is, for example, I will read one point, just try to understand. It is observed that the same gas is absorbed with different external by different solids the same temperature, further may be expected greater the surface area. No, you can't understand, I know. Okay, leave it. I will explain in my own way. Now this is, for example, large surface area is there, now absorption is more. Less surface area is there, less absorption. That's it. And small gaseous particles is more absorbs, and large particle is less absorbs. Yes or not? Large particles, it can't touch that surface properly. Small means very small particles are there na, that easily it will attach to the surface of the metal. Okay, this is the factor. What is the factor? For example, like a charcoal and silica gel, it is a excellent absorbents. Charcoal and silica gel is a excellent charcoal and silica gel, excellent adsorbents because of the highly porous structure. Porous structure means what? Large surface area, and porous structure means easily attach anything on that surface. Okay, porous, very sensitive, means if it is touching anything it will attach there only. This is called nature surface area of absorbent. And the nature of gas being absorbed, second point, nature of gas. Look at guys, this is a easy topic only, by reading only we can get it. Okay, it is nature of the different nature of the gas. See, for example, I will take fresh page, and one more word I have to explain, Amma. What word? Actually this is a critical temperature. Next topic, that only I will explain that time. So temperature time I will explain. See, look at this nature of the gas. H2 gas, N2 gas, CO gas, CH4 gas, CO2 gas, HCl, NH3 and SO2. Volume absorbed. See, look at here. All are 1 gram only we are taking. 1 gram of charcoal at 288 Kelvin. Normal temperature and pressure. It is 1 gram of charcoal we are taking into this gas. All gases we are taking in different beakers. In each beaker, for example, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 beakers we taken. 8 grams of charcoal we taken in each beaker contains 1 gram. Each beaker contains 1 gram charcoal. NTP we taken, normal temperature and pressure we taken. Now in that beaker we are sending some amount of gas. For some amount of gas we are sending. How much ml? For example, 500 ml we are sending. Each beaker we are sending 500 ml. That time, the 500 ml onwards, only 4.7 ml only H2 gas is absorbed by absorbent, means charcoal. Charcoal absorbed how much? 4.7 only. 4.7 ml only absorbed. Sorry, adsorbed. Why only 4.7 adsorbed? What is the reason here? 1 gram charcoal capacity is 4.7 only. And for example, at what temperature? Critical temperature 33 Kelvin only, it is this much absorbed. Okay, critical temperature definition I will tell next session. It is a topic will come, critical temperature. And next year, nitrogen gas how much is absorbed? 8, means compared to nitrogen it is more. 1 gram charcoal is taken more. For example, look at one sulfur dioxide. 500 we are sending na, 380 ml is absorbed by 1 gram of charcoal. Means SO2 is absorbed more charcoal. 1 gram of charcoal is absorbed more and more amount of SO2. So see, look at here. The volume absorbed increases from top to bottom or left to right. Left to right, the volume absorbed increases. See, 4, 8, 9, 16, 48, 72, 181, 380. And as well as critical temperature also increases. Critical temperature also increases. After absorbing, the temperature inside is this critical temperature. Adsorption increases, critical temperature also increases, and as of liquefaction also increases. Means this become liquid easily. SO2 become liquid easily compared to H2. So liquefaction also increases. Solid to liquid, liquefaction also increases. 3 points are increasing the nature of gas. Okay, so look at gas. H2 gas is 4.7. SO2 is 380. So year to year highly increases. What are increases? Critical temperature increases, liquefaction increases, adsorption increases. 3 points, remember it: critical temperature, liquefaction and adsorption. These 3 increases the nature of gas. Nature of gas. This is very, very important. Okay. The critical temperature definition, right, Amma? If I will tell later, how can you understand this? The minimum temperature above which the gas can't be liquefied. The gas can't be liquefied. The gas can't be liquefied. However, high pressure we may apply. However, high pressure we may apply is called critical temperature. Critical temperature important. Critical temperature means critical temperature, the minimum temperature, above which the gas can't be liquefied. However, high pressure we may apply. The minimum temperature above which the gas can't be liquefied, however high pressure we may apply. Critical temperature. Next, third point, temperature. What happened? Temperature. What topics are we are completed? Nature of the surface, nature and surface area we are completed first. Nature of the gas, second one completed. Third one is temperature. Right, temperature. What will happen? Temperature increases, single word we will complete. Temperature increases, adsorption decreases. Temperature increases, adsorption decreases. Okay, lot of points they given, but I don't want to tell that because of it is very confusing. Because of simple definition, temperature increases, adsorption decreases, or adsorption decreases with the temperature increases. Okay, if the temperature is very less, adsorption is very more. Okay, for example, 1 gram of charcoal absorbs 10 ml of N2. 1 gram of charcoal absorbs 10 ml of N2. 1 gram of charcoal absorbs 10 ml of N2 at 2 centigrade, 0 degree Celsius, at 0 degree Celsius, and 20 ml at 244, 45 ml at 298. 1 gram charcoal absorbs what it is, 20 ml of N2 at what? It is 244 Kelvin, 273 Kelvin. Next, 1 gram charcoal absorbs 45 ml 45 ml of N2 at what temperature? 195 K. See, here temperature decreasing, absorption increases, but 1 gram only, 1 gram charcoal only. But here look at here, 10, 20, 45. Each time decreases, each time increases. This is the temperature depend upon adsorption. Okay. The amount of heat evolved when 1 mole of gas adsorbed on the adsorbent is called heat of adsorption. See, applying Le Chatelier principle also is maybe possible here. So that is next it will come. But write one definition. The amount of heat evolved, the amount of heat evolved when 1 mole of the gas is adsorbed on the adsorbent is called the heat of adsorption. The amount of heat evolved when 1 mole of gas is adsorbed on the adsorbent is called heat of adsorption. This is also one of the important point. It is depend upon temperature. Condensation, evaporation is possible when temperature increases. That is, we will discuss later. Okay. Next one, pressure. Fourth one, pressure. Temperature over pressure. What will happen? At constant temperature, adsorption gas increases with increasing pressure. Simple word, pressure increases, adsorption increases. Don't write in an exam like this. In the slip test, if anybody is writing like this, I will kill you. I will command, I will kill you. I will come to the Pandey and I will kill, definitely. Okay. Don't write shortcut form. I am telling. Okay. The pressure increases at what? At a constant temperature only. At a constant temperature only. The pressure increases. The adsorption also increases. Adsorption of the gases increases with increasing the pressure at constant temperature. Okay. Next. Shall I show with the graph? Yeah. I will explain in book. Graph. Yeah, look at this. N2 adsorbed in ml, 20 ml, 10 ml, 20, 30, 40, 50. See, first 0 degree Celsius, how much? 20. 0 to 273 to, what it is this? This is pressure. Pressure, what is going on here? What is happening here? See, from here 0 to pressure increases. 1, 2, 3, 4, 20, 40, 60. Pressure increases, including pressure increases and absorption of N2 also increases. Yes or not? Increasing. At what? 0 degree Celsius. At 0 degree Celsius, at constant temperature only, 0 degree Celsius, it is increases. And for example, minus 29 degree Celsius we are taking, minus 29 we are taking. So for 20 only there. N2 observe 20 ml at 20 pressure. So at 40 watt is there, 30 there. For 20 ml only. For 40, 30 ml. And for 60, 40 ml. So the pressure increases, the observed ml also increases. For minus 190 you take. So look at here also. Here 0 degree Celsius, here minus. So decreasing the pressure, decreasing the temperature, the adsorption also increases. Adsorption also increases. Both points are telling in this one graph. Yes or not? Now both pressure and temperature both are showing in one point. See here 0, here minus 190. So decreased. So decreased, what will happen? Temperature decreased, absorption increased. Quite opposite, right? So both are same. So this is the temperature and pressure. Both are explained in one graph. Okay, take this graph. Next. Next point. Total how many completed? Pressure, including pressure we are completed. Next one. This is a type of adsorptions. Type of adsorptions. How many factors are affecting an adsorption? First of all, nature and surface area absorbent. Charcoal, silica gel, excellent observers because of nature of silica and charcoal is very nice, and as well as surface of the silica is more, charcoal surface also more. Higher the surface area having, higher the adsorption. That is nature of the gas is explained. H2 gas, N2 gas, CO gas, SO2 gas. SO2 gas is absorbed more. SO2 gas absorbed more compared to hydrogen because of critical temperature increases and liquefaction also increases, as well as adsorption also increases. Next, third point, temperature. Now, what is the meaning definition of critical temperature? The minimum temperature above which the gas can't be liquefied, however the high pressure we may apply. Temperature increases, adsorption decreases. Temperature decreases, adsorption increases. Okay, so 1 gram of charcoal absorbs 10 ml at 0 degree Celsius, but 1 gram is absorbed at 45 ml at 195 K. At 195 K. Decreases, right? Yes, it is 273 to 195, decreases. And next, the heat of absorption definition. The amount of heat evolved 1 mole of gas absorbed. The 1 mole of heat evolved when 1 gram of absorbed. That heat absorbed, heat of absorption, that is. Pressure increases, adsorption increases. Pressure increases, adsorption increases at constant temperatures only. Not temperature moving is not applicable this. Temperature decreasing, increasing, it is not applicable pressure. Only for this is different. Now type of adsorptions. It is type of absorption. Physisorption, chemisorption. Physical adsorption, chemical absorption, this we will discuss later. Adsorption. What it is? Physisorption. They will call physisorption. Chemisorption. We will discuss later tomorrow. Okay guys, this is the introduction of adsorption. I hope everybody understood. Okay, now we will discuss tomorrow. Very nice. For theory only, read more amma topics. You have to read more and more. Okay, bye.